Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to school on this Tuesday. A terrific Tuesday it is, the 7th day of June in the year 2016. Hope your day's off to a terrific start. Sit back now, though, because here are your morning announcements. Yes, today is a day 3 schedule. Please follow that day 3 routine. Checkout procedure. Students, today in your homeroom, you should have received a checkout form. Grade 6 forms look like this. Grade 7 forms look like this. Grade 8 forms look like this. Different colors, but they all say basically the same thing. You should receive that checkout form, as I said, in this homeroom during this Patcast. If you haven't already received it, please note that your report card will not be made available on the portal on June 21st unless you complete this form and return it to your homeroom teacher. Again, these forms must be completed and returned by June 15th, Wednesday, June 15th, which is next week. So, what's on this form? You need to make sure eventually make sure your locker is emptied out. Your homeroom teacher needs to check that. If you have stickers on the outside or the inside, you need to clean those things out. If you have a padlock on the outside, you need to return that to your teacher with the combination. You need to see Miss Lesperance in the library. Make sure you're checked out, that you have no overdue library books or anything like that. If you have a band instrument, you need to see Mr. Core. If you have any issues in the school uniform store, and there's about 10 or 12 people that do, you'll need to sign out with them. Everyone will need to pass by accounts and make sure everything's taken care of there in terms of accounts. So there's not a lot of things for you to deal with, but you will need to have them all taken care of. And you need to have this turned in prior to your departure, but it needs to be turned in by Wednesday, June 15th. Again, if you haven't got one of those, please see your homeroom teacher or check with Miss Suzanne here in the middle school office. Ramadan questions or thoughts again. I just want to share with you again that students who are not fasting must eat or drink in the cafeteria. It's the only place you can eat or drink from now during the end of the school year, because we are in Ramadan, as I said. Eating and drinking will not be allowed in the middle school hallways, in the middle school classrooms, or in the library. Students who are fasting are allowed to remain in the middle school hallways and classrooms during the morning lunch break. And in fact, you're encouraged to stay in a classroom where there's AC. Because of student health and safety reasons, the pitch and basketball courts will not be available during Ramadan. The playing of basketball or football during the lunch break is just simply going to be too hot, and it's not a good idea, especially if you're fasting, to be out there in that direct sun. Thank you for your cooperation with that. Any of the questions, please let me know. I can share them here on the Morning Patcast. Library news, all books need to be due on the 12th of June. The record is broken for sure. I'm keep playing the same tune over and over. And again, summer checkouts begin on the 19th of June. Still the same information regarding buses. I was asked a lot of questions about this yesterday. The bus pickups in the morning have remained the same. We'll see how that goes. The intent is to monitor how the bus pickups go, and if they're able to pick them up, students up a little bit later, they'll communicate to parents bus by bus. And depends just on the traffic patterns. So far, we're staying with the course, picking up at the normal time in the mornings. In the afternoon, however, those buses will depart at 1:15. I think students did a good job of getting over there yesterday. They're trying to depart early to try to beat the big crowd that they're expecting, people leaving all schools and such at the same time. So, again, those buses leave at 1:15 in the afternoon, and thank you for getting there on time.
What are you doing, mister? That's kind of gross.
Anyway, that's all I have for today. I do hope you have a terrific Tuesday. Take good care. We will talk with you later.
See you later, alligator.